As public interest intensifies over the proposed boxing match between Davao City Mayor Baste Duterte and PNP Chief Police General Nicolas Torre III, the Games and Amusements Board, the agency responsible for sports in the country, has stepped in to clarify its stance.
Paano ba na-involve ang GAB in this situation?
We were informed about the match because it's all over the let's just say media. We saw it on YouTube, on TV, so it's widely covered. And since this kind of match does not have a regular supervisory body, we thought that we could participate and provide some order into this proposed match. That's why we came in and we passed a board resolution. In effect, we're offering our expertise to regulate the match.
I saw the resolution, but can you walk us through briefly ano ba yung mga key points or conditions outlined in this resolution?
The number one concern here would be the safety of the participants. So for this, we can assign a referee, and at the same time, we can deploy to the match or to the venue our medical personnel, just in case they would be needed.
While many see the potential bout as a spectacle or even a publicity stunt, regulatory authorities are now getting involved to address a more pressing concern. Is this match legal? And is it safe?
But Chairman Rivera, yung if tama ang alam ko, ang knowledge ko about the Games and Amusements Board, you allow professionals, right? Professional matches, whether it's boxing or basketball or esports perhaps. Pero this is different etong match na to. But ano ba yung how can I say? Bakit nyo naisipan to come up with a resolution just for this one? And is it allowed talaga? Do you supervise this kind of how can I say, matches per se?
Our jurisdiction is actually limited to professional sports. But we see this, meaning the proposed match, as something that's important because involved here would be matters like physical fitness and being mentally alert to go into these matches. And even if we do not have compulsory or meaning mandatory jurisdiction over this match, we passed a resolution that's premised on the voluntary consent of the parties. That's why it's expressly stated in our resolution that we could come in upon the request of the parties. If they don't agree for us to assist them in the proposed match, then we could not force ourselves in and regulate the match. We would be out of it. Now, of course, you also asked a question regarding the legal aspect to it. In so many words, is the proposed match legal? We looked into it, and the answer definitely is yes. It is legal because if the parties consent, then they could engage into this kind of activity. And there is no risk of either criminal or civil liability. In law, there is a maxim which is in Latin, voluntae non fit injuria. You cannot inflict an injury to one who consents. That's the entire basis for this match. And since this is perfectly legal, and if the parties would so request us, then we could assist them. That's the entire premise for our participation here.
While both parties have shown interest in pushing through with the match, the PNP chief himself confirmed that a 12-round bout has been scheduled for Sunday at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum, even allowing members of the press witness his pre-fight training. And photos of the venue being set up have been circulating online. No formal requests have been submitted.
How does GAB classify this bout? What will be the requirements if they will agree?
There are no specific requirements because this is outside of our regular jurisdiction. It's just like neighbors agreeing to a friendly boxing match. So again, no specific requirements.
I see. Will there be any legal, let's say, risk involved kung sakaling nag-push through yung match pero walang, walang GAB?
To our mind, the beauty of the Games and Amusements Board coming in is that it would be able to volunteer its expertise. For example, we have referees who are world class. They officiate international bouts. Now, without GAB, probably it could descend, meaning the proposed match could descend into a street brawl, which would not be enjoyable to watch. With GAB, there could be some order in the match.
What began as a dare has escalated into a national controversy. Representative Paulo Duterte, brother of Mayor Baste, is urging PNP Chief Torre to sign a waiver clearing Baste of liability and to take a drug test, also calling for mandatory drug testing for all officials, including President Marcos. As the fight draws near, the issue has sparked debates on accountability, legality, and public messaging, turning the match into a legal and political spectacle.
Do you have any message, kumbaga, sa ating dalawang individuals na to and to the public about this situation?
If they'll go through this exercise, the Games and Amusements Board is ready to provide them with the framework to ensure a clean and exciting fight.
Reporting for the Scorecard, Shiela Salaysay, Bilyonaryo News Channel.